Happy to have you.
Have you got a Sasaki jersey yet? Because you probably should.
I probably should because he's going to be here as well.
Looks like it.
Really? Wait, hold on. I thought this was. There's a few mechanisms that have to take place. Like
things do have to happen for this to go through.
What do they call that in Japan?
Posting.
Has he been posted?
Not yet.
The issue is that he's under 25. So remember when Shohei was coming over here, he signed a minor league deal because he was under 25 years old. Rōki Sasaki is 23 right now, I think. So he has to, if he wants to sign a major league, he can't sign a major league deal. He can only sign a minor league deal. So as long as his team posts him, which it seems like because he opted out of his whole contract with the Marines, he's probably going to come over
and
here.
he wants to come here and pitch here.
This is the best league in the world.
He wants to come here.
Yeah,
so
it's like anything else. If you're a soccer player, you don't come to the MLS. You go overseas and play. If you go to the best league. This is the best baseball league.
So he wants to come here and pitch, and you're assuming he's going to be a Dodger because
I
why?
am not just assuming. I'm speculating based on some things
the money
that I have heard. The Dodgers have as much money as anybody else.
International
They're not
money,
going to lose a guy like that because they won't pay for it.
Okay.
That's not going to be the obstacle.
The Yankees could outbid or at least bid with you.
They can bid with you.
Yeah.
I don't think that they're going to get – if they want it, they're not going to get outbid. The Dodgers are not going to get outbid.
And why wouldn't they be in the Sasaki business as well?
They might be.
Yeah, they
probably will.
too.
But here's where it gets interesting. Number one, I think this is – let me back up just a hair. The benefits of signing Shohei Ohtani, we don't even know what they are yet. That the ripples on the pond for him joining your team, we all know that the fact that he deferred this money, it freed up $700 million for them to go other places before they have to start chipping away at that. That's why Yamamoto's here. That's why Glasnow got a real nice deal. Yep. Whoever is next, whether it's Juan Soto or Roki Sasaki, they have the money to spend without having to say, oh, we can't, we're paying Shohei $70 million a year. That's off the table. Shohei Ohtani is the most famous athlete in Japan at the time.
Yeah.
The Dodgers are the most popular team in Japan. This is going to be generational where kids in Japan who love baseball, there's a lot of good players over there that want to play not just in the American major leagues, but want to play on the Los Angeles Dodgers.
I heard Friedman say they want to take advantage of that market
because
of what they're doing over there. Yes.
This has been something that they've been putting in place for a few years now. They've been following Sasaki for a long time. They've been
just
going
like
to his
they
games.
did with Ohtani.
Yes, they've been over there and scouting him for quite some time, have a great relationship
so
from what
it's
it
the
seems
new
like.
Dominican.
Yes.
Okay.
That's a great way to put it. Absolutely.
Okay, so I did hear this. Tell me if this is true or false, that some Japanese players don't want to go to the same team that other Japanese players are on because they don't want to show them up.
I've not heard that.
I've never heard that either, but I'm sure it's a thing.
Here's what I know.
So you've already got two.
There have been teams with multiple Japanese players. You go back to Ichiro in Seattle, and the closer Sasaki was there as well. The Yankees have had more than one Japanese player.
Yeah.
At this. It's not. Yamamoto and Ohtani are on the same team.
That's what I'm
right
saying.
now.
Yeah.
How do you stand out then? Besides pitching well, I guess.
You pitch
if I'm
well
him, I
and
might
you
want to
win.
go a different direction.
I think he has something like a 76-mile-an-hour curveball and a 102-mile-an-hour
It's ridiculous.
fastball. Like his velocities are all over the place. It seems pretty crazy.
You said it a second ago, Greg, that this is somebody that they've been targeting for a very long time. The Dodgers have wanted Shohei Ohtani since he was in high school. The only reason they didn't get him originally is because the designated hitter didn't exist in the National League when he came over to the American Major League.
Wow.
That's it.
Okay.
That's the only reason he didn't start here is because there was no DH for him to do when he wasn't pitching. So he's going to have to play the outfield, which would be a whole bunch of other things going on there. So he chose an American League team instead. The second the National League had the designated hitter, that
it timed up and boom, he's a Dodger.
Boom, he's right back over here.
And also the Angels not making it to the playoffs
That
ever
didn't
while he was
hurt
there.
But they've
don't have to say that.
They had
Yes, we
had
do.
Ohtani on their radar forever.
Yeah.
And they've wanted him forever. Same thing with this kid.
Yep.
Wow. Well,
And what they
that
want
doesn't seem fair. I
what
know
they
I'm
want,
happy. It's good for us, but
they
that
get.
doesn't seem fair.
So and
that
also
you keep getting the best players everywhere, anywhere, anytime you want.
Andrew Friedman is really good at his job. Boo-boo.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
sometimes
basically what it's working out to be.
Okay, and look, signing Shohei Ohtani.
I don't mind.
and
It's good for us. Yeah.
Having that firepower of the wallet is a massive advantage. And anybody that tells you
It's
otherwise,
the advantage.
it's one of the advantages, and it might be the
What's
number
the
one.
other advantage to being a Dodger?
Tommy Edman was not $70 million a
No,
year.
but he's playing with $70 million.
Teoscar Hernandez was not a $70 million a year player.
But
Jack
besides the
Flaherty was
checkbook-
available to anybody that wanted to trade for him.
But besides the checkbook, what is the advantage to being a Dodger?
You get to play in a historic team.
Yep.
You get
Okay.
to play in a team that
Chicago, New York,
has,
all same thing.
The only other two teams that can go just legacy for
Reds,
legacy are the Yankees
Sox.
and maybe the Red Sox.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's also you have management, you have a structure in place with the Dodgers that is very, very good from top to bottom. Andrew Friedman and Mark Walter are in Shohei Ohtani's deal. If they go, he goes. That's a big part of this. The fact that if you
Here's the biggest
a
part.
good owner makes a big
Of course.
difference.
Yeah, I see that. Who's the most moribund team in baseball? The A's? Okay, so let's
you're
give
not
them
going
the
there.
same checkbook the Dodgers have. They're not perennial division champs?
They
don't
play
think
in
so.
Sacramento amongst
think so.
25,000 people.
Here's what the Dodgers have an advantage, and their money is a part of it, to be sure. I'm not saying it doesn't matter, because it does, but what they're good at is all of it, not just
Identifying
spending.
talent. Okay.
And what they've done, it's this. Let's play this game real quick. Are the New York Yankees guaranteed to make the playoffs next year?
I would say yes.
They didn't
I
make it
would
2
say
years
they're
ago.
likely to, but they're not guaranteed
With
to.
that payroll?
But so do
And the players you already have?
No.
Yeah.
They didn't make the playoffs 2 years ago. It happens. It's baseball. Weird stuff happens all the time.
The Padres didn't make it 2 years
The
ago.
Padres didn't make it 2 years ago. The Baltimore Orioles hadn't made it in a million years. They made it 2 years in a row. The only team that I would be stunned if they missed the playoffs is the Dodgers. And that's what they can offer to all these guys. Not just a chance to win. We as close to a virtual guarantee that you're going to be in the tournament at the end of the year.
Okay.
They're the only ones that can
I feel
do
you.
that.
Okay, so what type of person are you, athlete? Would you rather join that or try to beat it?
It's a great question. It's a great
Yeah,
question.
I want to beat that.
I'd
I don't
rather
want to be
join
a
it.
part.
I want to join it. I want the
Yeah.
whole. I want to be a part of the bigger deal. The team that has the right structure in place, that is constantly bringing in new talent below or trading for talent to make us the best that we can possibly be. That's
you're
the
Kevin
team I want to
Durant
be.
then.
maybe. Maybe.
There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just messing
Yeah.
with you. But yeah,
No,
yeah,
Kevin Durant was on one of the best teams ever.
of course.
I
he made
would-
it one of the best.
I
yeah.
would like to go to a place where I get to play in the World Series.
Yep.
And this is as close to a guarantee as I can get that. And by the way, like if I don't want to use Teoscar as an example
doesn't
because he's
seem
too good of
fair
a
at
player.
all. Yeah.
But if you're just some
Kike?
Joe Bag of Donuts?
no,
Empty chair.
I'm going to use a different sport as an example of this. Like, let's say you're Gary Payton, you're getting towards the end, and you're just trying to hunt one down,
Even
right?
Karl
You're
Malone in
kinda-
that-
You're
that
kind of like
situation.
Gary Payton's a Hall of Fame player, but he was no longer a Hall of Fame player, and you're trying to just grab one at the end. That's kind of weird to me. But if I'm Roki Sasaki or Yamamoto or Shohei Ohtani or any of these guys that is just entering the prime of my athletic career,
Yeah.
I'm going to be the reason this continues. I'm not
Of
just
course.
piggybacking.
Like
this.
Alabama with Nick Saban.
Yeah.
They change, you keep winning, same thing. I get you. It's your under your watch they won again. But I want to fight that.
The
Yeah.
only,
I
the
get
only,
that.
Yeah, the only thing with Roki Sasaki is that he's going to be another player that is a every 6 day type of
They're
guy.
all that way, Greg.
But no, I totally agree with you. If there's a team in baseball currently set up to do that, it's this Dodgers team. The way with having both like Shohei Ohtani coming back from his Tommy John surgery, having Yamamoto who needs to pitch on that 6th day, Roki Sasaki on that 6th day, Glasnow's always hurt, can use that extra day.
Yep.
All these other Dustin May is coming off an injury,
Gonsolin.
Gonsolin coming. All the guys that they have are all coming off injuries. They can use that 6th
The
day.
extra day.
Yeah.
They're all the Dodgers. What happens every year?
Somebody gets
Everybody
hurt.
tries to copy the thing that just won, and I think that the Dodgers maybe didn't invent this, but they maybe did it better than anyone else. We're not going to have the traditional. Here's our 5 starters. Here's our 8 guys in the bullpen or 7 guys in the bullpen. We have 12 pitchers, and we're gonna deploy them as needed at any given time. Shohei Ohtani will start the game, and there'll be guys that do those sorts of things. But this idea of, well, you got to have this many guys, and you can't have a 6-guy rotation for this guy, but not for the. It's just today's your day to pitch. Get as many outs as you can. We'll hand it off to the next guy. I think that's going to become very typical in baseball.
That's all you need.
yeah.
Like if you need an extra day, no one's gonna be like, "Nah, I don't want that extra day."
Yeah.
Maybe Kershaw, but that's the thing. He now needs that.
What did
extra
he just
day.
do? He just restructured his deal,
He
right?
opted
No,
out. It's procedural. He's coming back.
He's coming back, but
he
it
has
frees
a-
up dough.
Yeah, his whole contract is just interesting. So he had a $10 million contract with a bunch of incentives. So
Yeah.
there's probably gonna be
This
more
was
team
literally
friendly.
rubber stamping it to put it over
So
there.
he's
so we
not
can redo it.
losing
Yeah.
money.
No.
It's just moving it. Okay. Yeah.
He's coming back. He's not going.
Good for him.
If he was
Yeah.
going to leave, he would have left. He's not going anywhere.
Why would you leave?
Why-
You get a chance at the World Series every year.
I'm with you.
Didn't you hear him
sucks.
scream, Dodger for life?